What's good, YouTube? It's Gmo here, bringing you another new episode of 2004Scape. As you can see, the Easter event is actually out now, and you can get the bunny ears in Varrock. I'd like to apologize for not uploading a video last week, so I am going to try to do 2 videos this week. I have had a couple birthday parties, and I've just been pretty busy IRL, so I haven't really had too much time to do any sort of recording or editing this week. With that short intro out of the way, though, we are going to go ahead and jump straight into the video. So this is nostalgic for me to see this house here. This was not the party room back in the day, and I also do remember this large door being over here instead of over here. This is my first trip into the Dwarven Mines. I'm just kind of going around and gathering up quest items for Prince Ali Rescue and Black Knight's Fortress. I'll probably do Prince Ali first, and then let me make sure this is copper. I just need 1 bronze bar, and I don't think these scorpions are aggressive, so yes, 10. But yeah, that is pretty nostalgic to be able to see that. It's been a very long time since I've seen the party room not be there, as well as the old house being there. When membership comes out, I'm definitely going to check out the party room in Camelot, because that's where it used to be years and years ago. This is going to be Prince Ali Rescue quest completed. Kind of annoying. I had full gear on and I didn't really need it. Let's go in here and talk to the king or the prince. I guess it'd be the king, and complete our quest. I already have the free passage of the gate, which is nice. I think this awards a couple quest points, which will be very much needed to... Where is it? I'm not sure where it is. Oh, there it is. 22 quest points. Very much needed. There's 700 coins, so all the money I spent on the quest items I got back. I'm going to hold on to this. The plan is to bank everything here except for these 2 things, and run up and do Ernest the Chicken while I'm in the area. And then after I do Ernest the Chicken, I will probably do Pirate's Treasure, because that ends me off in Falador, I do believe. And then after that, I will probably do Black Knight's Fortress, and then finish off with Demon Slayer, and we will have all of the quests complete except for Dragon Slayer. Alright, this should be Ernest the Chicken complete. Yes, there it is. 4 quest points. I thought it was 5, but it is only 4. However, that does get us significantly closer. I believe it's 32 quest points to enter the Champions Guild. I'm going to hold on to the spade. Don't really have a use for the key anymore. And we will be heading to Port Sarim. I think the only time I've even been to Karamja was to kill some imps. So I'm going to go there and do the Pirate's Treasure quest. I believe it starts in Port Sarim. So hopefully I get it right and don't have to do a whole lot of extra walking, because this quest has always been a little bit confusing for me. I know it's pretty easy, but even as a kid it took me forever to complete this quest. So back in the day, whenever I was a kid, I was a complete noob and had no idea how to make money. My best money maker was just mining and smithing and selling to shops. So I used to do this for money, which is kind of sad, but I did do this for money for quite a while and only made like a couple thousand gold after all my hard work. But yeah, just funny memory while I'm doing this quest. I think a lot of people actually did this back in the day as well. This is rather unfortunate. Let's search these crates just out of curiosity, but there is no white apron in here, and I'm going to have to go all the way back to Varrock and then all the way back. So that is very unfortunate. I know that there is one in Osrs that might have been added in a later update, but unfortunately no white apron for me. I'm going to have to run to Varrock and then run all the way back. While I'm by the bank, I am going to go ahead and withdraw some runes to teleport to Varrock. I believe I need to come here to the bar, question mark, and get the key for the chest before going to Falador, and then I'll just walk over to Falador. I don't really have very many law runes, so I'm kind of trying to use them sparingly, but I'm making an unnecessary trip here, and I really don't want to have to walk all the way back to Port Sarim, get the rum, turn it in, and then walk all the way back here. So I'm going to get my apron because I know she has one for sure. I've seen it in the store. White apron, 2GP. That's annoying. Let's put this on, and we will walk all the way back once again. You know, the sad thing is, too, is I really contemplated buying one of these earlier because I knew I was going to need it. It was only 2GP, and the only reason I didn't is because I didn't have the bank space for it, so I just went ahead and said I'll get it later, and apparently it does not spawn there. Outside of the spawn you can't get into, so that's rather annoying. This will be the last quest I need to do before I head back to Falador, though, and do Black Knight's Fortress. I'll probably loop around and do Demon Slayer after Black Knight's Fortress, but I'd rather do that get that out of the way while I have the cabbage. I made sure to get it in the Lumbridge patch. I don't know if that bug or specific interaction with the Draenor patch cabbage, if it's even there, is in this version of the game, but I went ahead and got it at the patch by the wheat field. It is a cow patch now in old school, but it is a cabbage patch in 2004. Alright, this is going to be quest complete. I think there's going to be a gardener attack me, if I remember correctly. Somewhere around here, yes. Attack him. We're going to kill him. And once he is dead, we'll dig again. Hopefully this gives us the chest. There it is, quest complete. Probably going to sell this stuff to the general store. I know that is relatively valuable once membership comes out, but I have absolutely no use for it. We're going to drop this, drop the spade, and then sell this stuff to the general store, and then gear up for Black Knight's Fortress. I think I have everything I need except, well, I do have everything I need for Black Knight's Fortress. That'll put us at enough quest points to do Dragon Slayer, but like I said, I want to do Demon Slayer first and get some of my combats up to probably 40s. It should be pretty good. If anyone finds this, they're going to be pretty happy because that's a decent price for those two specific items. It's basically a free ring of dueling. We'll go ahead and gear up. I'm going to log out for a little bit, though. I have to go get a kitten from the vet. She had to visit the vet today, so I need to go pick her up here in about 15 minutes, and I will be back to do Black Knight's Fortress. Alright, this should be quest complete. Let's talk to Sir Amzik Vars. Awesome, quest complete. Now we have enough quest points to do Dragon Slayer. Definitely not ready for it. I'm going to sell this back to the store, get some of my money back. I actually think just with these few quests that I've done, I made significantly more money than I spent, which is awesome. I'm going to stay geared and probably deposit my food for now, because the next quest is going to be Demon Slayer, and for Demon Slayer, we need 1, inventory space, and number 2, unfortunately for Demon Slayer, we need a bunch of bones, which is not the most fun thing. We'll probably just hang out in the bar and kill Min and Johnny the Beard and so on and get some bones, maybe train up our defense just a couple more levels. I'm not sure how long it'll take and how much XP I will gain from doing that, but we will level up our skills. Probably going to go ahead and get some buckets too, because I'm going to need those very soon to start leveling up my crafting skill. And I know that this is definitely slower the way that I want to do it. I think I only need like 8 crafting for Dragon Slayer, but the way that I want to do it is definitely free. So we're going to do it that way and stock up a few buckets here and there just as we get them. I might actually take like 1,000 gold with me, so that way I have gold to just buy the buckets as I see them, fill them with water, deposit them into the bank. I only need 14 because I'm just going to run back and forth between here and there,
but I still need 14 buckets, and shops only sell a couple at a time. I'd rather only use one inventory space, or one space in my bank for the buckets and buckets of water, so that way I don't fill up my bank again. So I forgot I had to come into the sewers, so I am going to kill giant rats and pick up their bones. I don't think I have enough inventory space. I am one short of being able to fill up my inventory for the bones. However, I think there's a chicken downstairs in the wizard's tower that I can kill for one more set of bones, so not too bad. I'm going to kill these, though, get some XP, maybe a defense level. I'm more worried about getting the bones quicker than I am getting a bunch of XP from them. We'll see if I get a level, though. That would be nice. And once we get these bones, we will deposit these buckets and free up some inventory space and head to the wizard's tower. So I remember as a kid, I did not bring the bones for this part of the quest, and I spent probably half an hour killing this one single chicken to get the bones. I don't think I killed the wizards because they do have ridiculous DPS. I think I need to go upstairs to a different wizard, but they have ridiculous DPS, so I think I just killed this one chicken and waited on the respawn to get all 25 bones, and the respawn's probably around a minute, so it took me at least 25-30 minutes to there he is, to get my bones for the last key. I think I'm going to take all of my armor off so I don't get blown up entirely by all the dark wizards around the area. So I will get to that in just a moment. This should be the last key, though. Oh boy, I am turning in every single bone one at a time, which at least is one of the few AFK things in this game, but I am giving him all of my bones one at a time, which is kind of funny. So I'm going through my bank, and I'm trying to put together some decent gear to combat some of the magic damage, and I realized that the leather gloves are +1 slash and +2 defense bonus. Sorry about my dogs. And the van braces are +2 slash, stab, and +1 crush, with obviously the ranged bonus. So I'm going to drop these leather gloves to clear out some bank space. They have absolutely no use, and I'm going to go ahead and deposit the wizard hat and my coins. And I think I'm going to go ahead and, well, I don't even need my sword, do I? Go ahead and withdraw some trout, and we will head on up to slay Delrith. So while I'm here, this guy is selling a power ammy for 8k. I'm going to go ahead and buy it. Make sure, yes, that is an amulet of power. That is my best in slot amulet. They were going for like 15 to 20k, so that is a pretty good deal to me. I will sell my strength amulet whenever I can. I'm not too concerned with it right now. I just cleared out an extra bank space. I will definitely drop Silverlight. There's absolutely no use for it in any quest, I don't think. Well, Merlin's Crystal, I believe you need the Silverlight. No, you don't even need it for that quest. I'll probably drop it. There might be another quest in the desert that needs it, but I don't have a use for it for a while. So I'm going to drop Silverlight after I complete this quest, just so I can keep my bank space clear. I think it's not very expensive to buy it back, so no use in keeping it and wasting bank space. We will go ahead and get Silverlight. Alright, that is Demon Slayer complete. I got some help from this absolute champion right here. Probably firing off silver bolts with his crossbow. I wonder if that's the Phoenix crossbow. I'm gonna PM him actually, but he tagged the dark mage that attacked me off of me, which is fantastic. I'm going to PM him. I know that is a pretty good spot for gathering talismans and runes, so I'm sure that's probably what he's doing. I would assume he probably crafted a bunch of bolts, maybe? I'm not entirely sure, or just killed a bunch of goblins or something for the bolts. I'm not sure how he acquired the bolts, but that is the last quest I need to do Dragon Slayer. I'm going to deposit everything into the bank, probably list up my strength amulet on the market and try to sell that, and we are going to mine, a ton, an absolute ton of clay. I think I need about 400, so it really shouldn't take too long with my mining level. I should be able to get it within my first attempt or two. Oop, take that out, we'll drop that. I should be able to get it within my first attempt or two, which shouldn't be too bad. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and mine the clay. Probably buy a couple buckets really quick, and I am taking my gold with me because I want to enter the Champions Guild and maybe try to snipe a rune sword. I might hop around a couple worlds before mining, but I will probably hop around just a little bit. I really want to snipe a rune sword though. That would be extremely helpful to have it and not have to buy it from another player. But yeah, we'll go ahead and list the strength amulet and probably my mind runes. I know I have a ton of mind runes as well. How much are those? Ooh. We will buy up a bunch of these, if not all of them. Oh boy. Yeah, we're going to buy all those. Oh, I saved so much money. That is a lot of ammunition for extremely cheap. That is amazing. We're going to buy some buckets, fill them up with water, and probably keep our cash stack on us. There's not... I might not keep my cash stack on me. I might just do one trip. But I am going to check back regularly for buckets. I think the respawn time is maybe 1 minute, so probably every inventory until I have at least 14. I think I have 8 now, which is actually pretty solid. I only need 6 more, so maybe a couple trips I'll be checking on buckets and just kind of seeing where we're at with that. But yeah, we're sitting pretty good. We now have 122 iron arrows, or bronze arrows, just because I got extremely lucky. That guy's trying to sell S for 40 each. There is absolutely no way that's going to happen. Anyways, we're going to run on down to the Champions Guild, mine up a ton of clay, and then once I get done with crafting, I will probably switch over to smithing because I need some nails. I need, depending on the price, I might just buy them from someone. But I need 34 smithing to make the nails, and that will set us up for Dragon Slayer outside of our combat stats and our gear. Okay, they do have a rune sword in stock. That is amazing. It's 20k. I am buying that right now. I think the green VAMs are actually our best in slot. Wrist piece as well. We're gonna see the prices on some of these items though. I don't think I'm gonna get the rune chain. I'll probably save up. Yeah, that's not too bad. I'm not going to buy any ranged gear yet because I can't use any. I think this guy over here, this lady, sells... Yes, she sells the adamant plate body. Not going to buy the cape. I'll probably dye mine. But yeah, we got the rune sword, which is our second best in slot until membership comes. Fantastic. We are starting to set up pretty nicely. If these bolts are from silver, then I will probably just go to Alcarid and get my crafting up that way and just make a ton of bolts.
Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, feel free to like and subscribe for more 2004Scape content and eventually more old school RuneScape content. I'm currently still doing agility in Osrs. Getting pretty close to 99 though, only about 800k XP to go. As always, Gmo out.